Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see it or see through.
Hello. Welcome to tonight's stream. I hope that you can hear me well. Apologise for my froggy throat. But there's a bit of a reason why it's only me tonight. It is all right. Audio is microphone. Yes, so you should be able to hear me very well. Wonderful. So I'm just downloading some photos that I wanted to show that will go to obviously what we were doing over the weekend. Right, that should all be caught up for me now. Yeah, so I hope that everyone's well. I'll kind of give it a little bit for people to come in. But yes, only me tonight because everyone's very tired after the weekend. And I realised after I'd been out sort of all day that actually I am as well. So it wouldn't be the best to kind of have other people on instead of having sort of like me and Selena. So yeah, so I just thought I would do a bit of a chilled stream with just me. So obviously if you have any questions, put them in the comments with like a capital Q or something, and I will read them up. You can also please come in and like the stream if you don't mind, and you can subscribe if you like what you see, and you can also pay a sewing lesson forward if you would be so kind. That would be lovely as well. Let me, where are we from? Computer. Yes. But yeah, I hope that everyone else is where have you gone? What are we today? No, we're on them dates. Don't know where these images have gone. Yeah, I hope that everyone else's weekend has gone really well. Obviously, I've had a very productive one. If you have seen any of the lives from over the weekend, you will see just what I've been up to. Sorry, these images are not coming up. I don't know why. What is today's day? We're the 6th. Here we go. Oh. No. One at a time. How boring. Oh no, they're not even valid. Oh, rubbish, right. Well, then I will save it until I actually do the stream with Selena then. So yeah, so I am just going to be doing some painting. It's a painting that I started a little while ago, but I haven't got back into doing it. And all my other paintings and books in the way. Let me pull up the image that it's from. So it's from a photo that I took when I saw my friend who lives in Devon. You can see that well enough. So it has a really nice sunset on one side. And then the sort of grass from the edge of the coast. And let me move this so you can actually see what I've done so far of it. I hope you like. It's hard to tell how it's going to come out on camera. Yeah, I started out with it being very flat as a canvas. So now I'm going to work on it with it being more upright. Oh dear, my room is such a mess. We won't be doing this for very long because then I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up. I've got like a pile of clothes over that way. Yes, I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up and then I will go to bed because it has been quite a weekend full of excitement and new things going on. For those that are new to my channel, so I've had quite a few new people subscribe over the weekend. Aside from this kind of usual sort of cas chat evening or day for people around the world, for me it's the evening. I sort of go and kind of venture around my channel. I've got lots of sewing videos, kind of more basic sewing, and I need to put together some videos that I've done more recently of sort of some actual like garment making. And then me and Whitney do a stream usually on a Tuesday. I haven't heard from her this week, so I need to confirm with her about tomorrow, but I might say to her about pushing it back to Wednesday. We will see. But yeah, we usually do the dark side of fashion, where we sort of explore the different court cases that are going on, greenwashing within the industry to do with sustainability. And then last week we did word clearing on clothing. I will cover cloth and things like that within it. Oh, nice tea. Hey, Maya. Thank you so much. Let me put that up. I said, hello, nice to see you. You did really great this weekend. So, yeah, equally, for anyone that didn't catch my 2 live streams, I was at a protest that was to protest against abuses of Scientology here in the UK, like against Scientology as a whole, but we were in the UK doing the protest. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. And it was really great. Organised, run and hosted by Apostate Alex. So do go and check his videos out as well about it. He is an ex-Scientologist. And yeah, so it was just like really great to be a part of, being around like so many people for the same cause. I did very similar before, and sort of a year before Brittany was free from her conservatorship. I will do a bit more of a stream about that, I think, just so that people have somewhere to check it out. I do sort of talk about it a fair bit. I did protests for her against being in the conservatorship, because it was an illegal conservatorship. And again, it was to fight for her human rights. And so it was like really nice to be part of something that kind of means bigger than me. And I really appreciate everyone that watched kind of my stream, because I just sort of did it as a little extra thing. Chad told me to. It turned out to be really, really sort of positive to have done a stream like that, because I feel like it's like more of a sort of, it makes it kind of more monumentous, if that's the right word. Like that it sort of will then kind of instill itself in as like sort of part of my history, because then it's kind of this video that I can put anywhere, which is quite exciting. 2 seconds. That's not even the colour that I want. Where have you gone? That's what I want. It's dark, navy black. But yeah, so really, lights my heart that people actually took the time to watch. So I appreciate all of you. And glad that it was worth watching. Sort of kind of hopefully made you feel part of the action without having to be there. But yeah, it's quite exciting, because there's going to be like a lot of things happening over the next year, I believe, where we will sort of like kind of everyone around the world will be able to take part in like some actual action in some way. Hello, Russian girl. No, I cannot speak Russian, unfortunately. Welcome. Please like the stream. Don't mind. That's so nice to see, Maya, that you were chanting from your sofa. I feel like that's what I did with the LA lot that went to the celebrity centre. Yeah, it's very easy to sort of feel a part of it. So I understand it when people say it. It's just, yeah, it's like sort of interesting, kind of from my sort of perspective, getting that reaction from people. Just because I see myself as very small and kind of not necessarily like sort of directly a part of it all. But it's nice to feel like I've sort of done my bit. And it was like really lovely to sort of meet all these people and hear everyone's stories about why they were there, sort of their own reasons and things like that. And yeah, everyone's got a very sort of quite sort of unique reason, really, as sort of never ends. Some overlapping, but sort of like kind of, you know, not even always directly themselves kind of overlapping, but sort of they might sort of know someone with that kind of from that sort of situation. And yeah, so it's yeah, really interesting types of sort of stories that you hear from different people. By the way, I should hello, agent. Anyone's welcome in my community. Please like the stream if you would mind. Me too, from Maya. I even got a message from my neighbour wondering what I was doing since it was 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. For those just joining in, this is a bit of a quieter stream than usual, just because you can probably tell my throat is a bit going, and I've got work the rest of this week. I'm not going to be on for very long. I'm just doing a bit of painting, just to sort of wind down my day, because I've, on top of everything that we did during the weekend, I've had a very busy day. It was a day off. It's been very busy. Hey, Winnis. I hope you're well. Oh gosh, my throat. Voice is really going. Oh, sorry if that went off for everyone. Humans and even animals and plants. We love you all. Marching around your office. Did you make your own signs as well? Actually, there was one guy who came who's history teacher, and he took a couple of the signs and he's put them up in his schoolroom, which was really fun. So yeah, he wants I think Alex to go and do a talk there, which would be really nice. Because I think it's like things like this is like so important for kids to sort of learn a bit about. You know, when I was in school, you didn't get anything like this. Oh, no signs. That is a shame, but that's all right. Just white. Yeah, I think it's so important when teachers sort of take kind of these subjects and sort of make it more accessible for kind of kids, because it's so important for them to be aware of these things at that age, because you know, like, you don't know what's going to happen to them once they leave, you know, where they'll kind of find themselves and things like that. Or I don't know if you can hear the fireworks in the background. Welcome to all our newcomers. 8 people watching now. If you wouldn't mind liking the video. It doesn't show up to anyone who's liked. And if you enjoy what else is on my channel, then please subscribe. If you haven't seen anything that I've done before, then I will let you know that I mostly sort of do sewing stuff. Today I am painting. I will show you how it's going in just a bit. And I do a bit of chatting about the sort of dark side of fashion, how kind of culty I think it is, and a bit into sort of the greenwashing within sort of brands being sustainable. So yeah, so if any of that sounds interesting to you, then do subscribe. More than welcome. And then every now and then we might get a full day live stream where I'm either making something, altering something in my studio, or protesting. I might throw the pip pip cheerio chant into my sewing stream sometimes. I really like that chant. Not sure about my will chant along. Thank you. I'm not sure about my C at the moment. I'm feeling good today, witness. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. I was very tired this morning, but actually I felt a bit worse sort of Saturday. I didn't sleep well Friday night. Like sort of too much adrenaline from the Friday march. Plus like we got home like a lot later. And then yeah, then I just didn't sleep at all well that evening. And then and then Saturday I had work all day and I was teaching. So I was very like worried about my throat that day because obviously I was doing a lot of chanting on the Friday. And then yes, I had that, and then I was out after work for a friend's birthday. We went for drinks. And then I met up with another friend who invited me for dinner, which was lovely, but it ended up being a really late dinner, which I didn't need. I kind of, almost sort of wanted to be done by 10. And then I looked at my phone when I went to the toilet and it was like nearly 11. So I like got hot footed out there because I was just like, they were taking, I was meant to have a tea, like a ginger tea, and it was like half an hour and it still hadn't come out. So I was just like, got the bill and I went, they all stayed and sort of did whatever. and then I got home, so that was another like late night, and I was feeling absolutely knackered by then. Because I also I thought the dinner was going to be more intimate. There was like a lot more people than I expected, so it wasn't really the best. I felt worried that I came across a bit rude by leaving. And then but then actually I had a really sort of decent sleep. Like, it wasn't a long sleep, but it was a very decent sleep that evening. And then we sort of like they picked me up about sort of 12 on a Sunday. But I managed to get sort of a decent night's sleep. And then the same for last night. Though today my throat is a lot more it's not sore, but obviously you can hear that it's kind of slightly going, so I want to preserve it a bit, which is why this is a gentler stream. Yes, I'm mostly rested, I will say. It's like I'm glad that I didn't have 3 days of full protesting. I don't know how they all did it, but yeah, I do feel like I've done a lot. A lot of goodbye, you idiot. I have done a lot of work myself, because then I had that day of teaching. I'm not expecting randoms on this stream. You can all check yourself out if you're going to be like that. Thank you so much, Witness. Yes, I will be taking care of myself. Like I say, that's why I really wanted to do like a stream with sort of Selena to kind of run down after the weekend, but obviously she had a long drive back to Wales today and things like that, so it's just sort of, it was understandable that she wasn't quite feeling it, which is all fine. That's my yellow. Yeah, also I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves with the everything you've all been putting yourselves at home, marching around your living rooms and such. Because we can't miss that sort of being your effort that you're all putting as well. Oops. I'm so looking forward to there being sort of more people next year and things. It was so fun to see you and Selena at the protest together. Good to see Neverins unite with former Scientologists. Yes, exactly. And there was only a few former Scientologists there with us. The majority was Neverins. And which was obviously not really nice for me personally. Obviously, I can't speak for Selena, but I know she did sort of say it to me as well. It's kind of brings another sort of another height, kind of heightens sort of your ability to do stuff in a way, which was really nice to kind of sort of feel that sort of impact as such. And it's kind of what I was saying to them about and like I would do the Free Britney, obviously it's very different because we've had this acknowledgement from her since that obviously she has appreciated us doing the protests for her and sort of speaking up on her behalf. Britney, I'm talking about. Whereas like it was really interesting for me personally getting that like instant reward from them of sort of them being like so excited that obviously sort of what we've done and kind of acknowledgement to like all of us that had sort of attended and kind of what the impact of them is and things like that. It was a really interesting dynamic. Like I say, sort of having done it before, and then like there is no instant sort of reward, and even it's sort of like you're not doing it for like you have to like remind yourself that like that isn't why you're doing it to get like the gratification, because you're not we don't know Britney, sort of like she's a celeb, kind of like far away from us. So then to get those sort of acknowledgements from her, especially more recently in her book, because that is such a public thing. It's like sort of really a really like sort of nice thing to see. But then, like I say, it's sort of that thing of like us doing it with the form that's there is like you get like a whole different sort of like this more like recent this more instant sort of gratification from them personally, which is nice, but it's sort of quite sort of unexpected in a way. So I've sort of been like battling myself of sort of how to accept that and things like that. It's sort of and I'm always like sort of battling with myself about things like that anyway, of what impact have I really made and all this sort of thing. So that's kind of my usual anyway. So speaking for those who cannot, exactly. That's what I sort of where I get my sort of power to do it is goodbye, you loser. It's interesting. Sorry. She's the first thing is made me lose my track. Speaking for those who cannot is that's like my sort of core reason for doing these things is kind of like a higher doing it for something more than just yourself. That's kind of what I get almost sort of like enjoyment, but that sort of fills me with gratitude to do. I hope when you can break free now and get help and support. And that's the thing, is sort of like she's free from the conservatorship, but there's all this like thing about who is she? Is she still under like someone? So I don't know. It's a whole like minefield, and it's sort of unfortunately I don't have the resources to sort of go into all that because it's kind of one of them things that can sort of take all your time. But I do follow people sort of doing research on stuff, and we'll kind of always look for the both sides basically. I wasn't expecting to have to get mods in for this stream. I'll have to see if I can go back and find them comments and tell Alex and that Osa are coming after me already. It's all right. You do that in my streams, you know, so you're not bothering me, not bothering anyone else. I'll keep doing what we're doing. Keep sticking up for people who can't talk. And we'll keep winging too, you know. Brittany still has a tongue of court battles ahead, exactly, unfortunately. But we can keep supporting her. It's a hard road. It is a hard road, and I feel so sorry for her. And I feel like even worse for her with kind of all the comments that people sort of say about her in her videos and things like that, because it's like she's like lost all of that time of kind of getting used to all these social medias and things. So she's just, you know, like she's doing what we were all doing, like when it all first came out. It's just like it's old to us now. Hey Shane, it's all right for now. I appreciate it though. Oh, what are your rules? Because if you're one of them, then I won't be having that. Because it's my channel, so it's my rules. But yeah, you know, it's sort of like kind of she's just like exploring herself and things like that. And like there's actually a bit in her book when she talks about kind of her videos and sort of the kind of what she's been doing in them, and how it's her kind of sort of finding her feet and playing by her talking of rules, by her rules, and how, yeah, you know, sort of like kind of showing her body in the way that she wants to, which I really, really commend her for. And it's sort of, it's almost like a shame that she has to even like sort of tell people that that's what it's about, because like she should just be able to do that anyway, and people kind of just get on with it, because, you know, who's she hurting at the end of the day? You know, it's her life. So I was going to swear then. Hey Joel, good to see you here. I'm glad that you liked the protest. I hope I did you all proud as Never Ends. Because I believe you're a Nevering, Joel. And I hope that I did ex-Scientologists proud as well, because, you know, it's sort of, it's like I said before, sort of it's an interesting role, and kind of time doing all this when oh yeah, you are a Nevering. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, like when you're doing this for people that you're kind of either sort of, you know, kind of get instant sort of conversation as such with, because you're you know, like because it's all on like YouTube and you can like put in comments and people can like read it out. But yeah, so it's just sort of like interesting. And then obviously, you know, like with like, oh my god, I lost my mind when like Lara and Amy and they were in my streams. You know, because I'm just, yeah, I never would think that, you know, like I'm linking in their streams and then they're in my stream. It's, yeah, it blows my mind. I can't even like comprehend what that really is. But yeah, it was very cool, to say the least. Um, like it's so weird because I was saying to Alex and that I hadn't told like my parents or anyone that I'd gone to do it, because I already like get a lot of pushback, particularly from my mum, about like sort of climate stuff that I kind of do a lot in and things like that. Not that I've done protests for that, because um, they, yeah, not my kind of sort of protests. Just because they're, yeah, like a lot more hardcore and sort of a bit more sort of physical in a way. That I'm, yeah, not keen on it. But yeah, so it's sort of, so I sent them the article that I was in today. I haven't heard from my mum and dad about it, but my sister, sorry, commented and said that I looked very happy, which was nice. Right, Joe, I've been PTS since 1968. I had a good friend who was forced in by his parents in the 60s. That's awful. He had problems that went untreated, shoot, and took his own life. I blame the cult. Yes, I blame the cult as well. That is disgusting. I'm so sorry. That is heartbreaking. And you know what really broke my heart at the weekend? I don't know if you all heard me talking about it on the stream, but it was when I was getting some water or something at one point. And yeah, this little boy walked past us. He looked about 10. Just like, like nothing in the eyes, just like looking straight on. And it's like heartbreaking because like Jeff was saying that's like sort of what they do is like he was like he would have been feeling scared, whereas I was like, no, like he's not feeling nothing. But he was like, no, he would have been really scared that he can't kind of look at me or anything, because otherwise anything would happen, because you're believing so much, which like breaks my heart even more, because I'm just like, so we had so many parents, so many adults over the weekend who would kind of, ones like would sort of look at us and things like that, or kind of maybe interact like a little bit, so then like to have a kid that then is so sort of deeply thinking about these things, that they won't, yeah, it's just even more heartbreaking. I was already like sort of so like broken by it. Yeah, I just anything that involves kind of kids being hurt in that way, I just can't even. It's so sad. Um, oh, Oh, now that's starting to look. Let me show you. Let me show you how it's going. It'll give me a verdict. Joe, let me just bring up this comment. I wonder how many deaths are at the fault of the cult. It must be hundreds. I personally know of at least 5. Yeah, you know, like, and then like there's sort of ones that like people on the YouTubes have spoken about, who like they know. Yeah, so it's got to be at least 1, if not 2. Because obviously, like, there's a lot of people like in sort of Europe that we don't really hear about. So it is so sad, and like I say, sort of seeing the kids, kind of going in. Like I say, this little boy, he was on his own. There was no one else with him, and he's just like walking along the road in the dark. I invited him up onto the verge, and we would sort of stand back so that he could come up on the verge, and he almost did, but then he decided not to. And that's when he was and I just said to him, you know, that we loved him and everything, and he just sort of looking straight ahead, didn't even blink. Maya, it was so weird on Jeff's stream when he said to the OSA guy, then may you get help from the Aftermath Foundation, and the guy answered something like, yeah, that's what you believe. Interesting. And that's the thing, it's just so indoctrinated. Like, there's one of the guys that was with us, he like has all the books, all the LRH books and things. He was like really, really sweet, but he gets all of them because he kind of wants to, he like sort of reads them, but not like in a way like to teach himself anything about it. But I think it's just like a curiosity of sort of understanding, like, in yourself, why, what is it that's like sort of so special or whatever. And so he was saying that through kind of reading them, like, he doesn't read the glossaries and that, so that it doesn't sort of kind of get in. But yeah, it was really interesting. They were sort of reading a bit about it, and it's I can't remember what it was quite about. Selena was reading it, but it was, you know, she was like, what, you know, this doesn't even make sense, kind of what she was reading, still paragraph. But I said, you know, don't forget, like, they've done all that work before they've got into even the books. And so, you know, like, by the time then people have gotten to the books or anything, you know, thinking OT3 and all of that entails, you know, they're so deep in that they don't really question it. Unless obviously you're Leah Remini, and she did question OT3. But then, you know, then her mum was, you know, sort of very quick to talk it away. You know, I think it's really interesting, sort of the people that question these things, sort of kind of along the way. And it's such a shame that she was still in it for so long after that. But yeah, it just sort of kind of go to show the people who, will kind of get out are like the ones questioning more. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. But before I do, oops. I'm going to unveil a little painting. You can compare it from how it was at the start to now. I'm really liking that sky, but my seeing needs a lot of work. So I'm glad that the sky's looking good. The sunset's looking good as well. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I just need to work into that sea. Been taking some beautiful pictures of skies recently, so I want to do more concentrating on that. But oh, you can kind of see it better there. Yeah, that's the picture. I should really it is acrylic. Where are we? Let me actually send this over to myself. And then you can probably see what I've been painting. Because I love this photo. Yeah, sea is quite particular, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about and why it's sort of a bit tricky. Yes, it is acrylic, Maya. I love using acrylic. Oh, you know what? I bet this isn't even gonna, because it's like the last one that I did. Chest green, that's what I can do. I want you up. Where did it go? Pictures. No. Documents. Oh, there we go. YouTube. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. Thank you for waiting. Gosh, so many things going on. Does that even show for you? No, that's not even showing for you. I do apologize for this. Share screen. There we go. Right, can you see that? Let me just see, because I do have this on another. There we go. So you see that? How do you think to that with my actual one? Oops. Yeah, exactly, did it. It's all right, you guys can deal with it. I don't have the voice today to deal with all that. Oh, you love painting skies as well. Oh, it's like my dream to be like comfortable with it. I love his paintings and his skies and the sort of drama in the skies. Oh, I love all that. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, water. I don't know. It's not going so well on this one, but there is this one where I think I did quite well with my water. That was my canal through the river, through the forest rather. Oh, Constable. Constable. He is a British artist. Yeah, absolutely love him. Does a lot of like old English countryside with like a horse and cart in the background. Hello, Kim. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm so pleased that you really enjoyed the protest. I apologise. This is a toned down stream just to save my voice. But yeah, I'm so pleased that everyone loved it. Yeah, like I was saying before, it's very it's quite sort of surreal with people kind of liking, yeah, sort of like being so that I did that. Thank you, Witness, that you like the photo. The photo is one that I did myself as well. I did A-level photography, if that shows at all in the photo. Kim, I took drawing class at college a couple of years ago. Oh, that's really lovely. Haven't moved on to painting yet. What kind of drawing do you do? Because when I was in school, I did a lot of cartoons, like mostly Disney kind of cartoons, which I should really find them at some point. I do have, let me see, I do have my folder down here actually. Oh gosh, sorry. I'm balancing. Oh, in there. Oh gosh. Come on. I need to get you out now. Come on, come out. No, gonna budge. Okay, we'll do that another day. But yeah, I did a lot of cartoons in school, and then when I went to college, I went on to manga. So yeah, that was really nice. Oh, thank you so much, Witness. Beautifully composed photo. Thank you ever so much. So it is a watercolor acrylic, basically, or a watered down acrylic, to make it look a bit like a watercolor. Yeah, it's one of my like faves because I like, obviously, the acrylic is a bit more fast drying than watercolor. I am a bit of a like, I sort of keep painting over, which I really try to sort of, even with acrylic, to just do like a little bit and then sort of come back to it. It's kind of why my water isn't going the best, because I keep going over it all in like the same session. But yeah, so I like that. I like kind of, yeah, the acrylic is faster drying, but then you can sort of water it down like a watercolor. And Kim says, I'm enjoying various landscapes landscapes and drawing old barns. Oh, with different style haystacks, windmills and fences. Travelled a lot in the US. I want to draw what I've seen. That is really lovely. Yeah, I was really wanting over the summer actually to get out around London and do more drawing of like sort of landmarks, and it just didn't work out. So yeah, I want to like properly sort of plan that for next year, because yeah, I do like sort of drawing in that way as well. But yeah, kind of I really like color as well. So yeah, it's sort of sometimes the it's sort of, yeah, like black and white is like beautiful when you can get all like the tones within it. But yeah, sometimes kind of I feel like it's been a while since I've worked in that way. Learning to use charcoal. Yes, I love charcoal. It's fun. My shaky hands make it real. Like being in the car. Oh yeah, you were saying about drawing the views from your car. Yes. End up being like as if you're driving by. That's quite good. Yeah, you hate the drying time too. Yeah, exactly. Oh, a heat gun, that's good to use. Yeah, see, I love oil as well, but I haven't used that for a long time. But yeah, I do really like oil paints. I have one more go, see if I can get this this portfolio out, and then I think we will call it an eye. Yes. Here we go. I loosened it the first time. That's what I tell myself. So let's see what's in here together, because I haven't even looked in here for a long time. Oh, this is all my fashion stuff. Oh, look at all this. Oh, I don't quite know what I was doing there, but some interesting embroidery, if that really shows up very well. I don't think so. How interesting. I actually thought this was my from school, but it isn't. This is wow, this is my portfolio from college when I did menswear. So this is Aquascutum S collection that I drew. All my tutors were like, "Why did you not do this for your final collection?" And I was like, because it was all a bit stressful doing that design process, and the ideas for it only came through on this one, you know, and this was just a design project. We didn't make any of these. Oh, fun. And this is my final collection. So these are clearly testers, because look at their skin tones. Oh, weird shades. It looks green there. It's not very healthy. And then my one. Oh, it's a bit shiny. Maybe that's not really the best. but that was like an Egyptian inspired collection. As you can see, my fabrics for it there. I ended up making stuff in this really beautiful fabric called paper silk, which I've not really seen since. It's an interesting fabric because you can't really wash it, but yeah, it was really nice to create stuff from. This is so interesting. I literally was thinking that this was going to be from my school drawing days. What else is in here? Oops. More Egyptian stuff. Oh, and then some of my, when I was at Reading, do it in my women's wear. That was my women's collection that I designed. Thank you, Witness. Yeah, exactly. And it literally acts like a paper in that you can like fold it really crisp. But it's silk. It was really interesting. Oh look, and then these. Let me see. I'll get this out. So these ones are wearing. Oh, wheels. You aren't coming apart. Okay, that's fine. No, we'll all leave that. But there's some that have a print on that I designed myself, and it's sort of a origami like sort of paper fold sort of shape that I did a bunch in. They must have had, yeah, that's what it was. So I'd printed on this paper all these kind of sort of geometric, like sort of black and white sort of squared paper, like a chessboard almost. And kind of ones with like black and white swirls on and things like that, you know, all them sort of like magic eye things. And then I made these origami shapes out of them. And then I put a bunch of them together and copied them into the computer. Oops. And yeah, and then sort of made a repeat pattern out of them. And then I did a bunch of different screen prints, which were really fun. There's one top that I even currently wear sometimes. I'll have to wear that on the stream just so you can see. Oh, these are really fun. Oops. Come on. But yeah, I did the women's ones when I was at Reading. So I did women's wear and textiles. But I quite like them in illustrations. These were done with inks. To get that sort of effect. It's not watercolor, it's inks. And I would I remember doing this one, and I wet the paper and then sort of went over it. Interesting. Oh, let's some more of this. Yeah, so this is my final collection that I did. So this one here, that was in paper silk, but then the shirt itself was a leather. Sorry, not leather, suede, which was really, really lovely. Oh, he looks fun. quite like that as an illustration. These things surprise me. I don't really do many much illustrating now. Yeah, I like them. I might have to frame some of them. They're quite interesting as well. It's like it's a suit jacket with then like a jumper over the top, or maybe even a shirt. Maybe it's a shirt. Yeah, it's a shirt with a jumper over the top. Crop jumper for a man. So yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting them to be. I was expecting them to be my cartoon drawings from when I was in school, but so I'll have to find them at some point and show you all. Maybe I'll put them on my community tab when I do. Yes, I did make clothes in that paper silk. I will. Let me see if I can find the one in here that I made. Here we go. A shirt. It was all layered in this like golden yellow one. So I made this shirt that looks like that. So it's all them layers. And it's this gold one. And then the other one that I made, like I say, is this suede, which was the actual shirt. And then it has this really beautiful kind of flamboyant sort of frill bow. And then it sort of really kind of goes down the front. It's a gorgeous shirt. Which everyone always says I should like wear myself. It's obviously rather big because it's a man's size, although it is catwalk model size. Thank you so much, May. That's impressive. And then yeah, so you know, obviously like, and because it's like suede, it's a bit of a thing to have to alter for my size, but yeah, it is fun. There's a velvet jacket that I've got. I keep kind of thinking I should wear it myself because yeah, so no one's buying these things. Not that I've put them up for sale recently, but there was a time when I did. Yeah, that's I will buy them at the price I would like for them. So yes, I might as well get use out of them and wear them. But yeah, I want to find the photo, my actual illustrations from when I was at school and show you all. That would be really nice. But yeah, it's been lovely chatting with you all, and I will sign off now, I think, so that I can do another tea and then just like rest in bed. By the way, do you like my? It really shows up on my skin, but it's a little turtle, and it's in. I always forget what this stone's called, but it's like a purpley stone, agate or something, I think. It's for calming. So yeah, so I was kind of wearing that today because I was still a bit sort of all like over the weekend and this morning, so I was like, I'll calm down. But yeah, it's been lovely to chat with you all, and I will witness as you're in the chat. Let me know about tomorrow, or do you want to do it Wednesday? And yeah, and what are we doing a topic that you're choosing? Let me know. I haven't looked at my emails today, so I will check them in the morning. So no rush. It's just so that I know what's going on if I need to create a stream and research a topic. But yeah, we can do like a cloth one if you want. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, and then maybe next week we'll go delve into a bit of greenwashing, sustainability stuff. Wonderful. Wednesday. So we will do a stream on Wednesday at between 8 and 8:30. I need to see what my schedule's like on Wednesday as to what time I will get home. And Witness will pick the topic, and she has picked textiles, so that will be really fun. And I'm saying that I need to create a stream. Are we going to stream on yours, or do you want to do it for mine? And yeah, so whatever, we will let everyone know. And yeah, so it's been lovely. Sorry, I'm now kind of losing train of thought, so I apologize. But it's been lovely to see you all. Thank you all for everything that you've done over the past weekend, and basically since I've started this channel. I appreciate everyone that comes by every single day, and all the days after that, because I'm always a replay crew for everyone else's streams. So I love everyone that comes to all the replays of my stuff. Yes, please, every time you watch this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and you can pay it forward or buy me a tea. And currently buy me a tea with honey and ginger. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all on Wednesday. And I'll let you all know when me and Selena are going to do a stream. But I wonder if that might be sort of more towards the end of the week, so that she can sort of get in her work this week. But I will chat with her about that after tomorrow, basically, because tonight she's resting. See you all later.